We've been screaming through outer space since the 60s, but I'm not brave enough to tell you how much you've lit me up. You lit me. I feel like running away. This time I'm gonna tell you first. I feel like running away. Could you please go first? 'Cause we can scrape stuff out of mountains to power this city. We've been screaming through outer space since the 60s, so I'll be brave enough to tell you how much you've lit me up. You lit me. You lit me. Thanks, guys. I wrote this next song with my friend Mary Chapin Carpenter. She just doesn't know it, so don't tell her that we wrote this together. I would like to tell her on my own time. Maybe Sean will. It's called As Long As It Feels Right. I broke down in Minnesota, both by temperament and car, and I got baptized with the hood up while the summer monsoon roared. See, I am good at my own buttons. I will push them till I break, and when I finally fall apart, I punch a fist into the ache. Gotta keep my eyes bright. I will see the sun. I'm walking with a flashlight, one foot in front of the other one, as long as it feels right. So I wake the day up fighting, I burn horizons from both ends. I fight the fire, monopolizing all my thoughts when I'm in bed. And I'm fighting for the kindness in its incremental sparks, for all the souls that are the lions who let their love roar in the dark. Gotta keep our eyes bright. We will see the sun. I'm walking with a flashlight, one foot in front of the other one, as long as it feels right. As long as it feels right. And it's the storm in Minnesota, it's the road that takes me home, and it's the fight I pick out every time. I can't stand to be alone. And it's the clouds that pull the storm up, it's the company I keep, and it's the things my mother said out loud when she thought I'd gone to sleep. And it's the sun that breaks the clouds up, the first deep breath after the flood. It's the magnetic force that binds us with all the iron in our blood. Gotta keep our eyes you guys doing? I see, okay, good. Everyone looks, I'm awesome. I have beer and this flask full of gin. It's not, I'm her mom. It's water. And I get to hear my friends play. This is a good Sunday. This song is what I would envision if Netflix asked Taylor Swift to write a soundtrack to a movie that doesn't exist yet. That's what this song is. It's called 18 Hours to a First Kiss. It started with her heartbeat reflecting off of mine. And if you feel it before eyes meet, you better take it as a sign. So we share a city sidewalk, and you talk with your hands. We cover every city block in a tunnel vision kind of trance. I already know, and you know too. They'll make movies about this plot twist. 18 hours to a first kiss. We found an empty diner, and we made sculptures with the straws. And midnight came as a reminder that we were falling in like jigsaw. So we crash in empty city park, back and forth in third degrees, throwing stones into the dark and yelling wishes to the trees. I already know, and you know too. They'll make movies about this plot twist. 18 hours to a first kiss. The sun woke up the skyline with something waking up in us. I tried on the thought of you as mine from the top of the parking garage. Our fingers interlaced, and I was trying to act tough. You leaned into my dizzy space, whispered enough is enough is enough. I already know, and you know too. They'll make movies about this plot twist. 18 hours to a first kiss. I already know, and you know too. They'll make movies about this typical plot twist. 18 hours to a first kiss. To a first kiss. Thank you. That came out real southern, and I'm not. Thank you. It just sounds non-threatening. I'm learning that if you just put an accent on it, you sound less dangerous. Yeah. It's just, it's polite. It's what the Southerners do. I've enjoyed that part of living here. I grew up in New Mexico. Where, thank you. Yeah. All right, this one's for you. Where you gotta like hold your own and be ready to fight at a moment's notice. Shawnee's like, great, cool, I'm glad we're going there. Shawnee and I are going on tour in a couple weeks to New Mexico. It'll be fine. We're going with the local. But growing up there, I'm not Catholic, but when you grow up in New Mexico, everyone comes out a little Catholic. Thanks to Spring for bringing us our guardian glow-in-the-dark Virgin Mary for the tip jar today. And I didn't realize that this was a weird phenomenon until I moved away and people told me it was weird, but when I was a kid, every so often on the news, they would announce that, hey, Jesus has appeared in a piece of toast at this address. You can go and see Jesus in a piece of toast if you would like and pay your respects. Sometimes a tortilla, mostly carbs, is what the good Lord likes to appear in. I would too, if I had that power. It would be Carb City. That might be a new one. The Archangel Michael and the mashed potatoes. That could be a new song. I also thought Jesus in a Tortilla would be a good song, but I didn't write that one. This one is about another common one in New Mexico, the Virgin Mary in a tree trunk. It's called Help Is on the Way. I get all of my good ideas in the dark. Now I'm scanning for a signal. I could do with a half-lit spark to keep me running to a different angle. My pattern of migration has been messed up for a while. Numbers I've been pushing, missing from the dial. Strung out of supernatural junk. I see the Virgin Mary in a tree trunk. What I wouldn't do to hear her say, help is on the way. I'm always listening for one true thing. What good is music if you don't need it? I got a chest full of ache and string. What good's a heartbeat if you can't feel it? A matter of vibration, something rattling inside through the noisy little corners of my mind. Strung out with supernatural junk. I see the Virgin Mary in a tree trunk. What I wouldn't do to hear her say, help is on the way, help is on the way. I got a row of saints on the mantle. You call me crazy, I call it practical. What good is love if you don't see it? Strung out on supernatural junk. I see the Virgin Mary in a tree trunk. What I wouldn't do to hear her say, help is on the way, help is on the way. Gotta lose the supernatural funk. I see the Virgin Mary in a tree trunk. What I wouldn't do to hear her say, help is on the way, help is on the way, help is on the way. Thanks. I was thinking I might call my new record like Saint Candle, because that's just apparently. Is it too early on a Sunday for a love song? No? Okay, good. The Scrabble players say it's allowed, so I'm cool with that. Who's winning? I can tell you guys get along well. I was always bad at Scrabble because I just try to play words that looks like a word to me, which is often how I write songs. That sounds like it makes sense to me. Here's a love song about the word love in it. It's called Throw You Forward. You found the gateway drug. You called me beautiful. Words I had heard before. Thank you. I know I thanked Spring earlier for this glow-in-the-dark Virgin Mary, but now she's causing trouble up here. I don't know. That was a slow love song. Here's a faster, not love. It's like it's a dark bar, everyone's hitting on everyone kind of song. And it's a little bright in here, but it's still dark out. It's been dark for weeks here in Austin, Texas, so just pretend that the lights are a little moodier. Julie, if you can handle that, that'd be great. Just kidding. Don't mess with the lights. Much better. And tip your bartenders because they put up with all this stuff. I speak Spanish to you when I'm drunk. It means that I'm happy to be here. Happy you're here. I might look up our signs in a book and ask you what time you were born, since the stars are still forming. Now it's lips turning upward on sight, a shade reminiscent of the bar lit in crimson we were hanging all over last night. Elbow to wrist to a collarbone twist, your vowels and consonants sinking real slow. The phosphorescence of your words, it is gold, and the tiny sermonettes, they begin to take hold. Oh my God, oh my God. Now I'm waving flags around in my chest, wild and unsure. I'm a scared matador. I'll go anywhere you might suggest. Aligned molecules are just fires that need fuel, and your vowels and consonants sinking real slow. The phosphorescence of your words, it is gold, and the tiny sermonettes, they begin to take hold. Oh my God, oh my God. There is a first move to be made. I hope we're gonna make it. With your vowels and consonants sinking real slow, the phosphorescence of your words, it is gold, and the tiny sermonettes, they begin to take hold. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. Hey. You seem nice and I feel a little brave, so I might try and hear you out. No, you're not. You haven't heard it yet. Shawnee named this, but it was way better than the name I had for it. Chemicals, maybe? See, this is how well I know the song. Everyone's like, we're in for a dumpster fire. Okay, here we go. Sleep isn't gonna help with this, whiskey isn't gonna help with this, so I'm just driving angry. I'm sleeping on my back again, trying to make the sun turn black again. My head is spinning dizzy, and I wish we were mechanical, so we could break apart and keep the pieces to ourselves. But I'm afraid, dear, we are chemical, and it's gonna take a while to disconnect the cells. A simple heart, I'd call that a stupid cop-out. Your heart is working all the time. Scaffolds built on hopes and dreams, I always mess that line up. Scaffolds built on hopes and dreams, night shift lights on old routines. Your heart has built its home in mine, and I wish we were mechanical, could break apart and keep the pieces to ourselves. But I'm afraid, dear, we are chemical. It's gonna take a while to disconnect the cells. Change is a constant, you were a constant, everything has changed. And I wish we could be merciful, make it a clean cut. I'm only trying to help, and I think we're still chemical. It's gonna take a while to disconnect the cells. It takes a while to disconnect ourselves. Takes a while disconnecting cells. Oh, it's hard to play something new for the first time. Thank you, guys. What you didn't know is you're all part of a grand experiment where this is like, it's like the beta test of a songwriter to play it in front of people. So thank you. They will be collecting notes at the door, and you will sign a non-disclosure agreement waiver on your way out. Speaking of songwriting, I wrote a song about not songwriting, it was a ridiculous ploy to kick myself in the butt. Weather like this just makes me kind of lumpify, if you will. So I've been Netflixing, and I did start reading Harry Potter this week for the first time in my life, so I'm kind of proud about that. But I thought I was procrastinating about everything, and I thought if I wrote a song called Do the Work about procrastinating that maybe I wouldn't anymore, but it turns out that was just another method of procrastinating. So here we go. don't know how else to go. Just gotta do the work. Wake up to something incredible. Build a constellation out of fireworks. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna die with no money left. I'm gonna time it out, so I go down with my last cent. Simple, really gut feeling each time I check. Don't want the rat race to face, feeling sick. I don't know how else to go. I'm gonna do the work. Wake up to something incredible. Build a constellation out of fireworks. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I am surprised. Would I keep pace with these lows and highs? I don't know how else to go. I'm gonna do the work. Wake up to something incredible. Build a constellation out of fireworks. I don't know how else to go. I'm gonna do the work. Wake up to something incredible. Build a constellation out of fireworks. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thanks, kids. All right, I got a couple more, and Shawnee Kilgore is gonna folk, rock, faces. Is this still on? Shawnee Kilgore is up next. I get paid for that. Kidding, I couldn't. Thanks, Julie, for organizing, playing, and running sound, and doing effects. So my latest favorite topic to write about is existential dread. So these last two songs are about that. Probably all in this together, maybe, doesn't matter, I don't know. But this one's called Maps. When we land on this earth, we begin by counting upwards till we're grown and learn the curse that the clock is counting backwards and the fear spins wheels around. We measure miles just stitches that we sew through the dark, tiny marks, arteries and bones, maps that get us home. We look for meaning in celestial friction, the heavens speaking or our intuition. Is it God in our head? Is it dust? It might be dust from our time spent in the stars of grand design, are just stitches that we sew through the dark, tiny marks, moonlight and black holes, arteries and bones, asphalt and Morse code, maps that get us home, so we land on Earth alone, and we land on Earth alone. Thanks, y'all. All right. My name's Jana. Thank you for being here. Come say hi if we haven't met. I would love to talk to you. Shawnee Kilgore is next. Julie Nolan's after that. Buy a bunch of beer. Thank you, Skull Mechanics. Here's one more song. It's called Fault Lines, and it is a post-apocalyptic party folk song. It's what I intend to be the soundtrack of civilization after we expire. We'll probably still want to dance, I don't know. I'm gonna live my secrets out loud. You think you know me, you really know me now. Batting my lashes, battening hatches, dancing to the dizzy in the bathroom stashes. Oh, oh, oh. I'm gonna sleep on the bus with the city view. Hang my heart up in the window and cut it loose. Freedom of heart, freedom of mind. A prescription it feels so hard to find. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause the ground is always shifting our feet. No fault of yours or mine. It's just fault lines. It don't matter to me who saves who. Just say we'll be fine on the fault line. I'm gonna dance all around this room. I don't even care. Maybe you think I'm stupid. Find out who your friends are. Shots taken in the dark, raising the level, closing the bar. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause the ground is always shifting our feet. No fault of yours or mine. It's just fault lines. It don't matter to me who saves who. Just say we'll be fine on the fault line. Maybe it's God coming back for us. Maybe it's nature talking smack to us. I just wanna feel good, and I wish we would. I wish we could. But the ground is always shifting our feet. No fault of yours or mine. It's just fault lines. It don't matter to me who saves who. 'Cause the ground is always shifting our feet. No fault of yours or mine. It's just fault lines. Hang on to me who saves who. I think we'll be fine. I hope we'll be fine. afar.